On March 9th, 2020, I got a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to the Toronto Raptors practice gym and compete in a shooting contest for the chance to win tickets to their game against the LA Lakers, as well as compete in the halftime shooting competition. But no one could have ever predicted what would happen next. Well, just take a wild guess, because you probably already know. After I competed, 2 days later, the NBA shut down, the world shut down, and Hi, I'm Vero. Hello, welcome. I had a really cool experience with the Raptors recently. They kept advertising to me that it was gonna be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but I didn't realize that it actually might have been a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So for those who don't know me really well, I am obsessed with the Raptors. I don't miss games. Their game schedule is in my laptop calendar as if it's events that I actually have to go to. All I do is check their stats. Every Monday I'm on NBA.com doing NBA Pick'em. I will cancel plans with people to watch games. Right, Mom?
Yeah.
My roommates even know, like, don't talk to Vero when the Raptors are on. She's really serious about it. That's the kind of fan I am. So I was thinking, I really need to go to a game. I've never been to a Raptors game. I really need to go. So let me figure out how to do that. I check on Ticketmaster. Y'all, games are expensive. I'm a fourth-year student in university, and my last year, I can't afford to go to your games. I really can't. So I had to get creative. That's when I downloaded the Raptors app. They have an app on the Apple Store and probably for Android and Google phones, I don't know. You see what time the game starts, who they're playing, all that, but there's also contests on the app. So every day when I wake up, most people, they get up and they check their Instagram. I don't have Instagram. I get up and check the Raptors. So there'd be contests to win a jersey, there'd be contests to win tickets. There was contest on contest on contest. And every day I wake up, go to the Raptors app, and enter in all the contests. Even the contests I've already entered in, most of the time it's like you get one entry per day, so re-enter a lot. Some of them I don't even like pay attention to, I just enter. And this contest that I participated in happens to be one of those that I was not paying attention to. I was just entering because that's what I do. I saw a new contest and it was Raptors times Axe Court. And I was like, I don't know what that means, so I'm still gonna enter it, I don't care. So I'm trying to enter it, but it's not making sense. It's saying, oh, all the slots are full, but leave your information anyway. And I'm like, what is that even about? So it turns out when I went to go fill out the application for that contest, it was too late to enter, but they were still taking people for the waiting list. A few days later, I got an email from someone who worked at MLSE. I opened the email and it said, I have been put on a wait list for this contest, and that if I still want to participate, then to let her know what date and time I can come in and compete. I didn't even know what this contest was, but I'm like, okay. So I look and I see what time I'm available, I see what time I don't have class and I don't have work, and I'm like, okay, March 9th, 9 a.m., I'll be there. She responds back, okay, you have a slot. That easy. So then I had to research what this contest actually was, because most contests are like, okay, you'll enter, and if you win, we'll message you and give you your tickets, congratulations. But this wasn't like that. So I had to go and research to see what this contest was actually about. So I Google Axe Court and I find this cute little promotion video, and that's when I realize, oh no, it's a shooting contest. And when I tell y'all that I completely lost it, I lost it. That's when I realized that this wasn't like, oh, you won, congrats, you did it. No, it was, congrats, you get to come compete in a contest. This contest was in collaboration with Axe Canada. They collaborated and they redid the whole court, their practice court that's at the Scotiabank Arena, in celebration of them having this gym be renovated. Fans would come, compete in a shooting contest. They'd have to emulate Fred VanVleet's winning shots in the NBA Finals against the Warriors. The top 3 participants with the most baskets, they actually get to get free tickets to the game And they get to compete at the halftime competition during the game, the Lakers game. Knowing this now, I was like, oh no. I'm the biggest basketball fan you'll ever meet who cannot play basketball. I've never been able to play. It's my favorite sport, I can't play it. And I'm like, now I'm competing in a shooting contest. Are you kidding? I know, very dramatic. Anyway, here's what happened the day of the contest. Good morning. It is almost 7. It's 6:51. Today's the day. I have my Raptors jacket on. So join me as I go embarrass myself for the Raptors. Gonna eat and then be on my way. So this is really exciting. The next thing I knew, I was on the subway getting ready to go to the arena. I said what's up to Serge and I was on my way. When I arrived at the premium entrance, I saw the Axe Court sign, so I knew I was in the right place. I went inside, said hey to security, and he was really nervous because I was wearing heels, and so I had to show him my running shoes, and then he was super cool. And then I waited around for other people to get there. I think I was the first one to arrive that day. So I go outside to get some B-roll footage, and I come back in, and more people had arrived. When I got in, they were all on the ground, taping their feet. They were taping their ankles, putting on a brace. They were gearing up for war. And I'm like, what am I doing here? These men are here for some serious, like, they're ready to compete. I'm here for a good time. But that's when I really realized we're just here to have fun. And I did have a good time. But I was like, yeah, I'm not winning this, and that's fine. Once 9 o'clock hit, we all went up the elevators, and the elevators were really pretty. They were matte black and they had like the Raptors logo on it. We exited on the 3rd level, and that elevator had like Kyle Lowry on it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna like sneak away and take a little look. I got to see the championship banner, and it took me back to when I watched the championship game in June and like almost cried 14 times. It was just emotional, so I was like really proud. Anyway, once I was done being dramatic, I had to run to catch up to everyone who were pretty much already at the practice court. They opened the doors for us and let us in, and this court was so beautiful. It was just freshly renovated, so the floors were beautiful. Weave North here, Axe there, Raptors everywhere. Just a really well done space. The initial trance we were in was very short-lived, as it was now time to practice and get ourselves ready for the shooting contest that we were about to participate in. And they were like, okay, grab a ball, go on that side of the court and practice at those 3 spots. How the contest works is you had to do 3 shots at the free throw line, 1 shot at 3 right behind the top of the arch, so that's 3 points there, and then 1 shot at the corner 3. That's 3 points there, for a total of 9 points. We saw on a screen that the high score right now was 8 points. Someone had got 8 out of 9, and I'm like, yep, we're here for a good time. She's not getting 8 points. Let's not worry about it. But yeah, I just realized that it wasn't gonna happen for me. Well, I knew this. It's not like I just realized. No, we've been knowing that. After we've shot around for a little bit, the guy running the event, who was super cool, his name is Zach, here he is. He got us into a semicircle and began to tell us the history of the Toronto Raptors. So you'll see all these posters around the gym. They narrate a story of the Toronto Raptors from 1995 just becoming a new team in the NBA to 2019 finally becoming NBA champions, and they were all done by a local Toronto artist. So I thought it was really cool that they showed this story to us, and then after that they had us practice some more and wait to get our names called to compete. When practicing, I decided to only really focus at the free throw line because I was actually able to get shots in there. Anything past that tore my shoulder out, hurt so bad, so there was no hope for me. So I decided to really focus on the free throw line and try and get those 3 shots in there so that I could have a chance of winning tickets, but we all know that that wasn't happening. Then finally, the time has now come for me to compete. You can see me go me as they call me over, and then I run over to them and go to compete. Okay, so when it was my turn to go, I was like, okay, just focus on the free throw line. Let's do this, you can do it. Zach brings me over and he proceeds to explain the competition to me. So he shows me this shot at 3. I ask if I can granny toss it and he's like, yeah, that's cool. So then we walk over to the free throw line. Shows me the 3 shots here. I was really excited about those shots. And then he shows me the last location on the court. And then it was my time to shine. So I do my first shot and I granny toss it and it completely misses, and I was still being positive about it, but there was no hope for me there. I do my next shots at the free throw line and I was actually really upset about these shots because they didn't go in and I thought they would, but the last shot goes in and I was so excited. I throw my hands up and I just didn't care. I was so proud because the goal was not to get a 0. Most of my other competitors that day also just got 1 point, so I was super happy to match them. So I got 1 point and I was very satisfied with that 1 point. At least I didn't get 0. That was the goal. So I'm like, okay, all done. When the competition phase was over, I decided to go to the weight room and think of all the legendary players that have trained there and just be a fan, honestly. I remember there was a TikTok with Serge where he was doing box jumps and he completely fails, but I was just geeking out. Who knows who's sad on these chairs? Like, you're kidding. This is so cool. First of all, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it says their names, like Kyle Lowry, Norman Powell. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. And then they said, okay, there's like 5 minutes left, so if you want to take pictures and stuff, we can do that now. So I had the photographer take a picture of me in center court with the Raptors logo, and you can see Raptors and Axe here. And then the man who was leading the contest, the sweetest guy ever, he took some pictures of me with the Larry O'Brien, and yeah. Then they said, okay, put the balls away, you're done. The next group's coming in. But I'm having so much fun. It's a beautiful facility. They gave us a goodie bag to part ways. So here's the drawstring gym bag, and inside of it was a Raptors Champions t-shirt and also some Axe body wash and deodorant. But unfortunately, 2 days after this, the NBA shut down as some players contracted the virus, and unfortunately, the players who had contracted the virus had just played the Raptors, which was really scary. So all the contests on the apps were erased because they were all offering free tickets, and this contest clearly is not gonna be continuing. So that's really unfortunate, but we have to keep our social distancing and not go into big crowds right now. So whenever the NBA does come back, there will be probably no audience, and it'll be completely on TV, which is fine with me. I just need to see my boys on TV. Thank you so much to the NBA, Sportsnet, and TSN for putting last year's games on, because I was losing it. Was I not losing it, Mom? You were losing it. I was losing it. All these people online are like laughing that all these guys don't have the NBA and now they're probably gonna have to like be in their feelings more. No, me too. And thank you to the Raptors and Axe Canada for giving me this great opportunity to go and see the practice court. It was beautiful to compete, to have the opportunity to win tickets, like even having the chance. You giving your fans opportunity to see y'all play, it's so expensive, so just all the outreach and contests you have to give your fans these opportunities to come watch y'all play is so amazing. So thank you so much for the opportunity, even though, you know, whatever, but thank you so much. All right, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and hopefully the Raptors as well as the rest of the NBA will be coming back to play in the future. But the main priority right now is staying inside, keeping each other safe, and just looking out for everyone. So see y'all soon. Bye.